Let's talk about it, man. Talk. This is one of my favorite Nas joints. I might have played this before, but I don't think so. I'm not sure. Talking New York, y'all. Let's go. Yo, killed it. Yo, big city to psycho. Mean and ice cold. Let's go. That's a dice roll. Why was this not on Streets Disciple? Come on. Ain't you from Manson area? Just to meet you, man did 20 years for some Fila sneakers, right? Yo, alright, switch this. Let's get rid of this shit. More hip hop, more hip hop. That's what I do, man. You know, I want to talk about an interview I did recently with EricTheYoungGawd. Shout out to EricTheYoungGawd. It was fun. Good brother, you know what I mean? Some real quality interviews. So check out the interview I did with him, and make sure to check out the other ones too, because they're actually quite good, man. Eric has real interview skills, smart brother. So, you know, I appreciate him reaching out to me. And look, I'm always interested in talking to people. If you're interested and you have something to say, you're gonna do like something, you know, unique and interesting, let me know. I mean, I'll talk to you. Like, I mean, doesn't mean much to me necessarily, you know. It's not there's no money involved. It's not like that, you know what I'm saying? It's just straight conversation. I'm here for good conversation. So one thing I noticed that I think was kind of interesting in some of the comments and the way that it came about was apparently he was on KTT2, and I get posted there quite a lot, and the people are like, man, this guy's just, his Tochi's takes on hip hop are so wild, he's crazy, he's trolling. And you know, it's interesting that people would say that, because obviously I'm not trolling when I make my opinions. Like, I don't think people understand this shit. Like, I'm spitting it raw as I see it. Now, you may agree or disagree, but it's not like I'm sitting there being like, let me get a reaction out of these people and just say stuff that isn't true. Like, nah. But it made me think about something. You know, when I started listening to rap real heavy, like I said, around 97, it took me like a good 8 years of listening to hip hop before I actually really understood what hip hop was about. Now imagine, this is a cat like myself who's been listening to hip hop even before 97, but just here and there, radio cuts, whatever was, you know, my dad played or whatever. Starts listening to rap in 97. Pretty much anything that came out, Life After Death, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Gangstar, I heard Moment of Truth in 98 because it came out in 98. I listened to everything, just about everything that was coming out. And like I said, some of it, you know, missed me because I was in Saudi. But the point is, I was following this rap shit, okay? So you can imagine, it wasn't until I honestly saw Samurai Champloo and I listened to Illmatic around the same time that I really started to understand rap. And that sounds crazy to say, but here's what I mean by that. When I got into rap real heavy in 97, Mace was my introduction to real, like, that lyrical dope shit. And Mace is lyrical and dope, and best believe Harlem World is classic. Like, it's got classic songs, okay? All that stuff, you know, Feel So Good, Take What's Yours, you know, Niggas Wanna Act, well, that is classic. Looking at Me, there are classic ass songs on there. But I think for me, as a young kid growing up and as a teenager entering that world, right? Hip hop to me was about style and being fly, right? Like, musically, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was about bragging, but doing it in a way that you had the skills to show for it, having really stylish and cool beats, right? And that is the core of hip hop. Don't get it fucking twisted. That's what it is. However, there's a whole other layer to hip hop that I didn't quite understand. And that layer to me is, I would say, almost like the soundtrack, anthropological, if that works, if that's anthropology type, you know, the study of people level of rap that, to be honest with you, a lot of people didn't really get. And I think a lot of people don't get, because it kind of came before 97. 97, things changed a lot. Like, when I was listening to rap in 97, it was already going pop. So you can imagine by the time Kanye West, Eminem, Lil Wayne came into the picture, the kids that are raised on that stuff, all the stuff they listen to now is raised on that shit. And that shit's pure pop. It's not even remotely hip hop, right? I mean, it's got shades of hip hop, but it's urban pop, right? The point is, when I watched Samurai Champloo and those beats, those Nujabes beats in the background, Fat John and stuff like that, I started to listen to beats a lot closer than I normally would. Before, it was just about kind of what the kids are, the turn up. right? Anything that kind of sounded fly that I could kind of get jiggy with or whatever, that's what I liked. And again, that is important. That is hip hop. However, a beat like this, I probably would have liked it maybe, but this is kind of those things you listen to a little closer, because there's a little more going on in this beat. For example, Pete Rock, DJ Premier, these guys, when they made beats that encapsulated their environment, right? It wasn't just style. I mean, it was already fly, it was all that shit. They already had that on lock. But what made Pete Rock, RZA, these guys so incredible, Marley Marl, is that when you heard their beats, they took you to that place, that location. And a lot of the times people don't understand this in rap. This is very, very important. You know what I'm saying? Illmatic, it took me to Queensbridge. I never really felt that listening to rap prior. It just felt like I was in a club somewhere having fun. But it's a different level to rap when rap takes you, transports you to a scene, a vibe, somewhere. Then it's about people, a specific set of people. And that's the higher level that I think a lot of people miss with this rap shit, honestly. And honestly, rap turned away from that. By the time it was like the mid-90s, you know, with Big and Jay and all that shit, Mace, rap turned away from all that. So rap has just become more and more pop, more and more, I'm stylish, I'm fly, I got your bitch, whatever. And a lot of people have taken those patterns and ideas and continue to keep going. But they don't realize that there's a whole other level to this rap shit. And I think that's why my stuff sometimes doesn't seem to make sense to them. Again, many styles, there's many ways to approach rap, and that's not the only style of rap, by the way. Because Houdini and them, I remember they saw an interview where it was like, they were talking about how Melly Mel was making that baby in a trash can rap, right? So again, it's not rap, it's not always all serious, you know, struggle music. There's elements to this shit. That's what I'm trying to get at.